So it was pretty controversial having Holmes kill someone at the end of last season. How is that going to affect this season and his relationship with Watson?
He goes to jail for the rest of his life.
And that person remains dead.
Yeah, he said it's a dark season. It's just about him in prison. It's very dull. Well, you will see the repercussions of it.
It's not ignored, and as we say, this is a dark season. And you know, Sherlock Holmes can be a troubled and volcanic man. And that's what we saw there. There was nothing else for him to do to win that particular chess game other than kick the board over. So he did it. He did it for his friend.
Also, I mean, to be very specific, in the story it's based on, Charles Augustus Milverton, it has a very strange ending where Holmes and Watson break into his house to get the papers back. And this character we've never seen before from another blackmail plot comes in and kills him. And we've always thought, that's Dr. Watson editing the real story. So we decided to sort of tell the real story. That obviously it wasn't a stranger who killed Milverton.
So also the kind of thing you need to do with Sherlock Holmes is remind, because we built up throughout the first sort of 2/3 of that season the idea that he was softening, that he was gentler, that he had relationships that worked around him, and he was becoming more human. But we wanted to, the punchline to that is becoming more human doesn't make you nicer. And the fact is, the way he works is if it is logical. If it is logically the case that the only way out of this is to kill a bad man to save a good one, then you do it. He wouldn't have a problem with that. He wouldn't have an emotional difficulty.
There are a lot of bad people in the world.
Yeah.
And we're going to kill them. Okay, we shouldn't have admitted that on camera. That was the first mistake we've made in our murder.
Season 5.
We'll cut it out.
Okay.
There seems to be a lot of action in the trailer. Is that what we can hope for in this season?
Well, there is a lot of great action, but also you have to remember that the only stuff we can show that isn't sort of spoilery tends to be helicopters and running around. But it is a very action-packed series. Actually, there's some great stunts and some very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about this new villain?
Nothing. Well, we've given you 3 clue names, so people can extrapolate from that what they like.
Yeah. But Toby Jones is amazing. He's absolutely amazing. Probably the darkest villain. Do you think the darkest one in terms of pure repulsive evil? I think the nastiest we've got. Dark.
What was it about Toby Jones that made you bring him in as
the fact that he genuinely likes killing people? No,
that's a spoiler. He could be a burglar. Toby's just one of our finest actors, and he's so relished the part, and he's got an amazing physicality. Really, weirdly, for such a funny man, and brilliant ability, very like Andrew Scott has, to sort of turn it around and be very scary, and a sort of physical threat, which is really interesting. And he just lapped it up. He's absolutely brilliant, and it's really something.
It's quite extraordinary because Benedict looms over it. Because Benedict's very tall and he's very little, and yet he feels like a physical threat.
But without giving too much away, we did one scene, a big scene, like sort of 6 or 7 page scene, lots of the cast in it. And what we always do is have what we call a crew show. It's been rehearsed for maybe most of the morning, and then we show it for the crew before we actually film it. And we did this particular scene, and at the end there was a silence, and then everyone just burst into a round of applause. It was extremely affecting and strong stuff, so very exciting.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.